Welcome to Spring LIB.
Stemming from the last problem in which we were given that the margin propensity to consume of an economy was 0.8, the real GDP is 150 billion, and there was a business investment increase of $5 billion. What we found was this multiplier for the economy as well as this change in real GDP of $25 billion. But now for this question, we're focusing on what is this new real GDP and why is that increase more than $5 billion? So starting with this new real GDP, we're just going to take what we started with, which was that $150 billion, plus that change in real GDP that we found down here to be $25 billion, which gives us a new real GDP of $175 billion. Now we want to know, why was that increase more than $5 billion, right? We see that it increased by this $25 billion, but from the information given to us, business investment was the only change in the economy, and that was a change of $5 billion. This comes down to taking a look at the multiplier, and we found that the multiplier was equal to 5. So that means that any change in expenditure within that economy needs to be multiplied by this multiplier to give us that actual increase. And this has to do with sort of deposit creation. So once that business investment is spent, so once that $5 billion is input into the economy, that money is going to continue to create more money through the use of deposit creation. Banks are going to hold a certain amount in reserves and lend the rest out, and it's going to be this multiplication process, in which case the money in this economy multiplies itself by 5 times, and that's how we get to this actual increase in real GDP of $25 billion, which of course is more than that $5 billion increase we saw initially. So it comes down to this money multiplier that we're working with, which of course was 5. So we had the 5 times that $5 billion increase in investment spending, which gave us that $25 billion increase in the real GDP.